So you're not going to see him do that, but you're going to see him push the pocket. You're going to see him move around. You're going to see him get in the backfield, and that's going to help James out. You know what I'm saying? So they have so many young guys. Like I had the pleasure of meeting Bijan. You know, he got 3 different names now. We don't know exactly what to call him, but we're going to call him, you know, Bijan. So I talked to Bijan and I talked to Drake. The one thing that I can say that's different from when I was playing here, those guys are locked in. And I think they get that from Raheem Morris. Like, he understands living life and having fun, but he also understands that you can be a Hall of Famer. You can be a Pro Bowler. You can be an all-pro guy. We just need you to do this and do that. When I was here, I started with Jim Moore. Everything was so lax. And I was just crazy because I went from New York where the coach was kind of like military style. Then you came here. I walk into, like, 34 Buchanan. I walked to Ray Buchanan house. Walk in, I see the coaches in there. I'm like, okay, Atlanta, I like y'all. Hey, I walked in, I'm looking like, okay, so that's, and I'm like, they got a beer and just drink. I'm looking like, this is okay, I like it here. This is all right. So, you know, it's just like a different establishment. But, you know, Raheem is kind of like a family man. And it's like the people they bringing in now are like that. Like, from the offensive line to D-line, even bringing Floyd in. I think Floyd is going to be good for those guys to see an older guy do it. Whether Floyd is the positive they want or the negative they want. Well, you know, I want to have 10 sacks a year. You know, Floyd is only getting 8.5, 9. I want to push myself past him. So even have that, like, characteristics there. And when I was talking about Drake and Bijan, it's just that camaraderie they have. You don't see anybody beefing. Everybody beefing about James Pierce Jr. because he's just kicking everybody's ass in practice. That ain't a bad thing to have. That's what you want. You know, in a defensive player, you want that. You want the little fire that they bringing in. Like I said, you want somebody that can come and bring you. It's going to help the offensive line. And I think the biggest problem for this year is the offensive line is going to have to be way better because, you know, they got a quarterback that can move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gave up like 30 sacks last year, which is not bad. But you saying that Matthews been there for 13 years going on. We got Newsel starting at center. We got Bijan. That's the one that I called at the draft. Yeah, I called him at the draft.
Okay.
And we got McGarry is going to be one of the most important people on the team. You understand why?
And they just gave him a contract.
But you understand why he's the most important? You got a left-hand quarterback now. So he
side.
become the blind side guy now. So his position just changed. Like, all this, that's why I like the aggressive defense that, you know, the aggressive defense that they bring in with Jeff Ulbrich is going to make that offensive line better. And that's going to make Bijan better. Because I was talking to him the other day, and I was like, man, Bijan had 1,400 yards. Think if he didn't had a juke so much.
Mm-hmm.
Think if we could see Bijan just hit it straight down the hill. Because you'll see him like in the back. I said, he probably had 500 yards just juking. Wait till we see Bijan because we need more explosive plays, and I think we have a quarterback that can do that. We have Pitts that literally is, we just waiting, and we tired of waiting. You know what I mean? Like, this is really his make-or-break year. You use 1,000 year, your rookie year. That's because Matt will put it out there for you. You have a quarterback that literally went on TV and said that we going to do more of that. Yeah. Y'all golfing together, y'all hanging out. We need to see it on the field, you know what I'm saying? And you possibly can have 3 people with 1,000 yards, and Algiers, good guy in the backfield also. So they have everything that they need. And I think Jeff Ulbrich and Nate Ollie are going to be the guys that we're really going to focus on this year because I'm a defensive guy. Offense, y'all might have somebody else come and talk about how the tight end position. No, that ain't my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at stuff like that. But Nate Ollie has been in Philly. He's been in he was in Philly first, then he came from Houston. So you got to think about the guy. He had Will Anderson there, and he had Hunter there.
Okay.
So you can see almost the same thing with Floyd and Pierce or Floyd and, you know, with Floyd and Jalen Walker.
Yeah.
You can see all that stuff kind of like accumulate so he knows how to coach those guys.
Yeah, well, he also spoke, and B-Rich can elaborate on this because B-Rich spoke to him. Tell him about what Coach Ollie said about Braylon Trice.
Okay, when I got a chance to speak with him, he said Braylon Trice is very, very violent. And he said he's looking really good coming off the injury and feels like he could really, you know, be very well, you know, if he has just an injury-free season. What do you think about Braylon Trice?
Well, I think that's anybody when it comes to injuries because, like, the reason why I not hurt myself, the reason why I talked about myself so down is because if I had no injuries, it would have been ridiculous, the numbers. I mean, I missed 40-some games, and I ain't trying to bring this about me at all, but I'm just saying when the injuries come, if you look at San Francisco, if you look at a lot of Aaron Rodgers that last year, you look at a lot of these situations where people get injured and their career changes. Trice is a violent guy. He's going to have to keep that coming, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff that getting back on the field, sometimes in the back of your mind, you think about re-injuring yourself. And if you can get over that hump, you're fine. So, with him, I think it's possible. I haven't seen enough tape on him to really, say this guy's awesome or this guy's going to be like that until I, really focus on him.
Okay, I want to take it back because this is something that I want to know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fans want to know. All right, we spent next year's first-round pick, and you touched on Pierce. You say, why do you think he's going to be wrecking havoc? Give me, what you see. Let us know the real ins and outs because, a lot of people say that was a bad trade for us, to do that. So explain to us why that's going to work and what you're seeing